my mind, my soul belongs to you. My love, my life, it all belongs to you. Belongs to you. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, belongs to you. Come on and sing it with me. My heart, my mind. Lift your voice and say it. My heart, my heart, my mind, my soul. Hey, yeah. My love. Say my love and my life. It all belongs to you. Hey. Belongs to you. Shantala Boyanda Bere Yasrael Karibo Libo Santa Bale Ikorobo Mo Shantala Bayanda Bale O Yasrael Hey Yasrael Ori Borokos Kili Bale Yahudi Wawa Nierebo Seke Yahudi Rebore Maseke Ikorobo Shantalabe Ikorobo Hieriba Santalao Ikoriba Shantalabe Rebari Maseo Rebari Mase Reba Shantalabe Yahuwah Koriba Labosete Yahoshua Monsekere Buyantalaboru Kodesh Kurila Bayantelebo Yazrael Shantalabei Yahudi Shantalabei Yahudi Rebore Masei Rebore Maseke Rebore Masandelebo Kabuleyande Inori Baleya Inori Baleo Yerebo Seke Rebori Maseke Reba Sundaleya Reba Sundelebo Reka Shantalabe Hazrael Hey Baraba Seke Yeyo Yahudima Rebori Mase Yahuwah Rebori Mase Rebori Mase Yahoshua Oh Rebori Mase Ruach HaKodesh Oh Rebos Kerebo Rebos Kerebori Kashantalabo Rebori Mase Rebori Mase Greetings to the 12 tribes of Yisrael scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles being called by the name of Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom, much love and much prosperity. I turned you family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is near. Oh yes, you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of King Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah said unto Yehukanah the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Exactly what we are doing here, family, decode the end times prophecies. Drains Ribo Sakayaboseke Revelation Moskiababo Iboroborokos Karaba visions in preparing people by the house for the returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, and to whom due all glory, worship, exaltation, acclamation, honor, he praises wealth, power, riches, to the glory of his magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very blessed one, the DNA of Abba Yahuwah. Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped in the temple of your handmaid. You heard it right. Of course, a trumpet is not something that is being done in the secret. Okay? Like I always love to say, a sound or trumpet precedes every single movement of Abba Yahuwah. Of course, that which he has said in Exodus 34, verses 10, is about to happen. Okay? Is about to surface.
That is the use of trumpet. He said we should blow it. We should proclaim that which he said to us in the secret. He said we should publish it, make it aloud, proclaim it on the street, to the hearing of everyone. And that is the very use of trumpet. Now that is being sounded, everyone hears it. Say, all eyes shall see him. When he appears now on the cloud, all eyes will see these wonders. That is, he never did something in the secret. Okay? And this is the very author of this statement, that the author of life is about to come. Okay? The owner of the earth. This earth is about to be taken from the rulers of the world, from the power of the Gentile, and be given to the saints of Yehovah. Okay? And this is the announcement I'm doing right here. And this is the presentation. Okay? Do you want to be a part? In fact, this is not who wants to be a part. It's not he that wills, nor he that runneth. It is Abba Yehovah that showeth mercy. Okay? If you are being listed among this great movement that is going on powerfully, spiritually in the mind of heaven, oh my Father, his awesome is about to be revealed. All sacred things belongs unto Yehovah. He said, but the one that is being revealed unto us belongs to us and our children. Say, will not do something without revealing it unto his servant. This has already been revealed. It is about to happen. Is your garment being washed? Or is there any stain in your garment? You can still do it. There is still a room, okay, for you to put that in order. And that is why he said, we should not seal the prophecies of this book, the dreams and the signs of the last day. We should seal it up. He said we should open our mouth, even sound more than the trumpet, that you have no excuses. I said no one said this to me. You have no excuse at all, because you have been hearing it over here again and again and again. Okay. Just as the Ruach HaKodesh said to you and me, let him that have ear hear what he said. Why did he say that again? Because he knew ear is going to be delicate unto the serpent, the dragon in Genesis 3. Man is going to be hearing that voice again in this last day, as it were in the beginning, so it will be in the end. Ecclesiastic 1:9 said, nothing new under this heaven. Nothing new. What has been done will be done again. What has been will be again. For there is nothing new under this heaven. Serpent is speaking again powerfully, ministering to the third part of mankind. The sad part is that they said they are hearing the voice of Yehovah. I never knew you. Away from me, you workers of iniquity. You hear the voice of iniquity. Away from me, you workers of iniquity. Man is going to say that, he said. You see, he said, man is going to say that day. We prophesy, Adonai. We prophesy, we speak, we cast out devils. We do many wonders. He said, no, I never knew you. Away from me, you workers of iniquity. Because you hear the voice of iniquity, man. The man of sin, Jesus Christ. From the lake of fire. That is the voice you already abolished the law, whereby he said until heaven and earth packs away until the first heaven. You see it? And the earth packs away. Don't even think so, okay? But you are thinking, third part of mankind is thinking that the law is being abolished. Hearing the voice of serpent again. Who did that? It is the dragon, right? In Genesis 3. He abolished the law. And these days, third part said Jesus abolished the law. Case settled. Prophecy confirmed as it will. In the beginning, so it will be at the end. Just as the dragon abolished the law. And Jesus, the Jesus, they descend these days. All right now. That is the signs of the last day. Okay, kindly hear. The signs of the last day says something very powerfully over here. Here.
You can't obviously believe that Watchmen, Yahoo, and Deborah did not pay me to do the intro for Wipe It Out 4 to deceive the masses. The true Israelites are the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics and Native Americans scattered throughout the earth. The Judah team has an agenda to make all the tribes Hamite. Matthew 24:4 says, "To take heed that no man deceive you."
Hey guys, the gig is up. I'm not the real Jesus. As a matter of fact, the fella's name wasn't even Jesus. He had a Hebrew name. There wasn't a letter J until a few hundred years ago. With that being said, I have fooled the whole world into the biggest sham of all time. The name and identity of the real fella has been taken over by me. There are thousands of paintings of Jesus, and they don't even come close. Jesus was the creation of the Roman Catholic Church, which served to replace the real fella, who probably looked more like Morgan Freeman. But who cares? The truth doesn't matter, as long as you pay your tithes. Gotcha.
Prior to this, let us get a preset. Revelation 12, not like you know already. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Should I take it again? I will be kind enough to do that, because I want to preach something to somebody here today. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Everyone. Everyone. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Let me show you something. Allah have a message for you, okay? You see, what did he say over here? That old serpent. Where is his old origin? Genesis 3. That old serpent, he said it deceived the whole world. This is the whole world. This is the sign of the last day. Give it to Yahuwah by Messiah himself. The secret of great deception of the last days. Okay. Allah said I should tell you something. Okay. I got a message from Allah. Mark this. Here is a footnote. Okay. Just put your finger in here. That old serpent that deceived the whole world. Okay. And Allah gave me a word for you. Let's go and check it out. Like I said, Allah gave me a word for you, okay? And I promise Allah to be obedient, okay, unto him, okay? Due to this very statement, okay? That old serpent, here I am, Korah. Surah 3, Surah simply means chapter 3. Korah, Surah 3, verses 54. Listen now, let's hear something from Allah. Okay, and the unbelievers planned to deceive, and Allah planned to deceive the unbelievers. And Allah planned to deceive the unbelievers, and Allah is the best of all deceivers. That is first message from Allah. Here we go again. Quran, Surah 7, verses 99. I read, "Are they then saved from Allah's deception? No one feels safe from Allah's deception, except those that shall perish." Okay, I promise to to be faithful unto this Quran, to do righteous judgment. Allah said the only one that is going to be free from his great deception, it will be the one that is going to perish. But that is another coded way. Like me, I will never believe Allah, okay? Therefore, I will be free from his deception. In other words, that is what Allah is saying in codedly. Now again, here we are, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, testimony shall be established. I got 3 Quran from Allah to let you know that he is the great tester of all deceiver. What do you mean? Here I am again, Quran, Surah 8, verses 30. Then I read, "And remember when the unbelievers plot deception against you, O Muhammad, to imprison you or to kill you or to expel you. They plot deception, but Allah also plots deception, and Allah is the best of all deceiver." Did you get that? That is the message from Allah to you. And I've just done righteous judgment. Here we are, Matthew 24:24. I read. Did you receive that message from Allah? I think it's very awesome, okay? Allah is the grandfather of the Christendom. Because they say they love to deceive people. The greatest and the best of all deceiver is on his way coming for you. Eh? You will be converted to Islam. You love miracle. You love miracle. Don't worry. Powerful one is on his way coming for you, where Allah will call fire from heaven. Fire will appear on earth. You will say, what is the meaning of this Christian? I beg. Allah is the greatest of all. Let me go to Allah. It's on his way for you. Matthew 24:24. For they shall arise first. Oh, my father. For they shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders. You see, great signs and wonders, in as so much that if it were possible, they would deceive the very elect. This is the true Messiah speaking, that the miracles of this last day being done by multitude is a deceiving miracle. Okay, it's not true. So we are doing this for the sake of the elect, because there was a great stipulation extended unto the elect that if it were possible, they would deceive the elect. That simply means it is not utterly possible for them to deceive the elect. Okay, so this statement goes for the elect, and they are the meaning for this statement. Okay, Abba Yahweh, to you be all praise for your wonderful love you extended unto the elect in the land of Babylon. That come so one of these days, they will return back to the royal law and will not call your law a curse anymore, because the royal law is not a curse, it's a blessing unto us. And the one also said Jesus abolished it anymore. They will understand that Jesus is the man of sin, because our true Messiah said, until the heavens and the earth pass away, not even a little dot of the royal law will by no means pass away. We'll still see the first heaven, we'll still see the first earth. Why should one believe that anti-Messiah, which is the very Jesus the pig, that he abolished the law? Of indeed he abolished it, but the true Messiah never abolished it. Rather, he said, I come to fulfill. Until heaven and earth pass away, when you see the first heaven and the first earth, therefore he said the royal law still can't. Okay? Until we see the new year, the new heaven and the new earth, the royal law still can't. That is what the first heaven and the first earth is doing. Bearing testimony for the royal law. You don't know what you are playing games with. Wait, you are already listed in that group that we say, do we not cast out demon, professor, do many wonders in your name? He said, many is going to say that to him on that day. He said, he is going to say to you, I never knew you. Depart from you, workers of iniquity, because you knew the dragon. Dragon, open your third heart. That is what we want to talk about, the mystery of our head. That is what we want to look into now. Who opened this third eye, the spiritual eye? Who is the author of your head? Who is your authority? That's what we want to look into now. Come reconcile whether third eye of righteousness or third eye of iniquity. The both is still something spiritual. And that's what we want to see right now. Mishmakan and people, here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yehovah with this wonderful, powerful, life-giving message titled for you and me. It is awesome, people. You can also bestow the title upon yourself, because I'm the vessel he is using right here. Therefore, he bestowed it on me. So you can also bestow it for yourself. This title goes for every Yisrael, everyone, including the Gentile that is being called by the name of Yehovah. This title go for each one of us. It's not for me alone. Alright, it is for all of us. Now, yes, the title is awesome and it is powerful. My head is fully loaded with glory. Excuse me, I take it again. My head is fully loaded with many crowns of glory and mysteries. I will do all my possible best to end it at part 1 by his grace. Oh yes, that's what we are going to look into now. The crowns, many crowns of glory and mysteries fully loaded on our head, the elect and the choosing Gentiles being called by the name of Abba Yahuwah. That is what I want to look into the mysteries of our head, the mysteries of the many crowns and glory that is fully loaded on our head. That's what I want to dig into today. So before we go unveiled the mysteries of our heads, of that many crowns of glory and mysteries, I will always love to set the stage with Deborah. Deborah is Deuteronomy. Deborah 32, 1 to 4, I read. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of Yehovah. Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. He is the rock, his work is perfect, for all his ways are judgment. A Elohim of truth, and without iniquity, just and right is he. Inorokos kayabaye, just and right is Abba Yehovah. Ruach HaKodesh, Imorokos sakayao. Ruach HaKodesh, Ikorobo sekerebo. Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach Kodesh, Sekeyabo, Sekeyabo, Ruach HaKodesh, Seke, Rilaba Sandalebo, Sekeyabo, Ruach HaKodesh, Seke, Grilebo Sandalabe, Seke Yabose, Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach HaKodesh, Seke Grilabayo, Seke Yabose, Seke Naruboli Mahanta Labo, hey, Seke Yabose, hallelujah. Bless you, eternal Father. Hallelujah. So, family, before we go, really, in this heavenly race to unveil the mystery of our head, let us also take a deep breath into what is the royal law for. It's not abolished, okay? It still counts until the first heaven and the first earth is no more. Until you see the new heaven and the new earth, the royal law still counts, okay? What is the royal law for, and how does it play out in our life, and how does it become eternal life under our feet? A lamp unto our feet, not under our feet. A lamp unto our feet. Anyway, the woman in Revelation 12, we see she's stood upon the the moon, the lesser light, which is again the royal law. Is a light unto our feet. Now, point 1, it functions as a sacred marriage covenant between Yehovah and his people Yisrael. Point 2, it outlined how the marriage would function, its stipulation, and what makes it a happy and a fruitful marriage. Point 3, it operates to describe how the marriage would function. Point 4, what pictures tell what marriage life would be like. Point 5, its judgment describe how each of the partners would relate to each other. Point 6, for either party to violate this agreement violate the marriage itself. Point 7, for the groom promise never to violate it because the groom is Abba Yehovah. He has never ever broken his word. That is why you and me can say today we are saved. We brag in the power of his faithfulness. Abba Yehovah just bless you with this very moment and eternal. So you be all praised for who you are. Yes, it's not he that wills, not he that runneth. It is you that showeth mercy. Your great mercy today, O Father Yehovah, has made us to enthrone you and called you a merciful Father. Thank you so much. Hallelujah. Now FDR, a warning. Rather, you they were a warning. from the heavens like that of FBI warning. Like I said, I will keep doing my presentation. The day one sinner repent, heaven rejoice. Okay? It never said the day 1,000 viewers repent. The day just the one sinner that will call the people repent, heaven celebrate. Because since I began to make this presentation, my father has never lied. He said before it happened, I will reveal it unto you. This small individual was just downloading all the message. Not that he is downloading it to please heaven. No. He was downloading it to pervert it. And since I begin to, this is the 8th video now. When I begin this announcement, check my list of viewers. It is going to amaze you. You are going to fear my father and understand that he never lied. He said this is the seal of the message. Do it this way. And as I begin to do it, oh my father, 2/3 of my viewers run away. They take to flight. They couldn't stand it. Yes, here is a sharp signal. Here is a sharp signal, okay? We don't massage the head of the anti-Messiah who done away with the royal law. Rather, we are here to use the hammer to scatter his head. How about your wife? Is my one like a hammer that tear the wood into pieces? Of course, it's what is like a hammer that tear the wood into pieces. If you are a constant viewer, check my message this day. Before, if I put out a video, I don't do like message that send notification to every of my contacts. No. I just put it upload normal. Okay? Before I will share few days, maybe 4 days, thousands viewers already viewed it. But check out since I begin to make this presentation. This is the 8th video now. Sometimes I will share for a whole 3 weeks. Before maybe the 1,000 viewers could be complete or it could not. You see, because they will not follow it only to pervert it again. That is the reason why they were following to repent and so this garbage in the dustbin. They only follow to pervert it, to steal it again because they will come about to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So after you want to say, put this seed is the seal of the message so that they don't pervert it. They are thieves. The Christians, they are thieves. They know how to steal people's visions. Pull this seed. Check it out. So I begin to put this seed. They run away. What would be the use of it if you follow, you don't repent? What would be the use of it if you follow, you don't put a practice? Is it not better you get out of my list? Is it not better or for you to follow and pervert the message one labor for? So it is better they run away. Only the few will remain, the elect. Because here is a sharp signal. Okay? And it is a one press time. We are on the threshing floor to remove those things, those bad fruits that is not needed among us. This is the very period we are. Okay, it is a sharp signal. Right now, here is my presentation. I do it again. I do it again. All right now, if you download my message to be or to resound it under the voice of you, and say Jesus gave it to you. Ebola, we are 10 here on earth in Yahuwah's mighty name. If you download my message to resound it under the voice of you and use it to please any deity such as Allah, Jesus, and your good fire, the causes of Sapphires and Ananias, we attend you in Yahuwah's mighty name. Here is the last, not the least. If you download my message and resound it under the voice of you, and place money-making obligation, condition of any kind. This is how Christians do these days. They will say plant a love seed or sow a love seed. If you dare with my message, the hot takes place in the eternal lake of fire shall be your dwelling without melting. Okay, in Yahuwah's mighty name. In all these causes, it is scripture. Okay, check out Joshua chapter 6, verses 26, you will see over there. Acts of Apostles chapter 5, verses 1 to 11, you will see it over there. Acts of Apostles 13, verses 6 to 11, you will see it over there. I will take this few of it. In Joshua led his cause. Anyone that will rebuild Jericho, he said he will start his foundation with his firstborn. And he will set up his gate with his lastborn son. Okay, because we are destroying the mark of the beast over you. You can't rebuild what we are destroying. Jesus is the mark of the beast, the first Messiah that come to do away with the law, that abolished the law. The true Messiah said, I never come to abolish, but rather to fulfill. How are you going to know that the law is being done away with? Will be when you don't see the first heaven and the first earth anymore. Will be when you see the new heaven and the new earth. That is when the royal law is being abolished. Being fulfilled, not abolished, fulfilled all already. Okay, but Jesus said he abolished it right away. So that is why we have destroyed that life over here. You can't rebuild it. However, if you download my message and we sound it under the voice of you to help further the truth, we relocated the elect, bring them back to the knowledge of the truth after you have repented. Therefore, eternal blessing is yours. You will rule and reign with you, Yahushua. Double blessing, double anointing will be placed on you. A crown of eternal life, a crown of double honor is right on your head. In Yahuwah's mighty name, that's what we want to look into the what is fully loaded in your head. It goes in this both ways. If Abba Yahuwah is the author of your head, therefore it's fully loaded with glory. But if it is Jesus, you will see what is fully loaded also on your head. The same thing. That's what we want to obey now. Me too. So right now, let us do it. So unspeakable vision. Really, this is deep. A center of peace, head vision, has gone through, shakarabos kerebo, my soul from Abba Yahuwah, from Abba Yahuwah through my soul, which I will not declare with a tongue of flesh. Inorobos karab, until you are the one that is worthy of life. Now, yeah, the flood vision that will, my Father, that will shake serpent throne off you. It's going to shake it off you right now. Let's do this. Take off the veil of this word called head. Yeah, the deep mysteries of this word called head. That is what we want to do right now. The great mysteries inside this word called head. Just 4 alphabet. H-E-A-D. Now we'll go with the letter H. What did it go for? H that begins the journey of our head is fully loaded, people. Now H go for holies of holies. Holies of holies is right in your head. Holies of holies. Your head. The very first letter that crown your head. That makes your head called your head. It is H. We simply go for holies of holies. Don't dare, my Father, I keep telling people. Now Hebrew 9:1-7. Revelation, Leviticus 6:16, Let me take it again. Hebrew chapter 9, verses 1-7. Leviticus 16, verses 2. Exodus 25:17-22. Psalm 99, verses 1. Exodus chapter 26. Exodus chapter 36. Exodus chapter 40. You can do this 3 long chapter in your quiet time and know what is fully loaded on your head or in your head. That is what I want to reveal the mysteries of your head. Stay tuned, it is powerful. So here we are in Hebrew chapter 9, verses 1-7. Now I go. There verily the first covenant had also ordinances of divine service and a worldly sanctuary. We are the worldly sanctuary, okay? For there was a tabernacle made, the first, wherein was the candlestick. This is what inside your head, okay? For we are the temple of Abba Yahuwah. So this is what your body contains. How Abba Yahuwah decorated you with the power of his wonder. However, if you go in the other way, when serpent become your head, this is pollution. This is pollution, people. And for there was, verses 2, for there was a tabernacle made the first, okay, wherein was the candlestick, candlestick, that is the menorah, and the table and the showbread, okay, that is the 2 loaves of bread, right in this sanctuary, which is the Old Testament and the New Testament. It's only 2, okay, verses 3, and after the second veil That is the holies. There is inner court, there is holy, and there is holies of holies. Holies of holies is your own head, your own head, your brain, your very head. That is what I want to look into. The most sacred place, the most holiest place in you, it is your head. All right. So right now, 3, and after the second veil, the tabernacle, which is called the holiest of all, which is your head. Okay, the holiest of all. That is what we want to dig with now in this statement, of which we began it already. The very first letter that make your head called head is simply go for holies of holies. Abba Yehovah bestowed holies of holies right on your head. The Melchizedek. Holies of holies is also called Melchizedek. It's also called the throne of Abba Yehovah, where Abba Yehovah seated. We are going to see all this on your head. Confirmation. 4, which had golden censer. Golden censer is right inside of your head, and the ark of the covenant overlaid around about with gold, wherein was the golden pot. The pot of manna, the pot of testimonies, gold is right on your head. And Aaron's rod. This rod is being made with the Omar tree. Omar tree simply represent in the royal law the tree of life. Now the serpent, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, we also dig into that. We are digging into what is fully loaded on your head, the tree of life, the Aaron rod. Again, we know what that is. That is burned, and the tablets, and the tablets of the covenant. And over it, the cherubims, the 2 angels that banner over your head, that watches over your head night and day, the cherubims. Your head is fully loaded with glory. My head is fully loaded with glory, but the pence of the altar. Who is the authority of your head? That is what I want to look. Who is your head? Who sit enthroned? And over it, the cherubims of glory. What is the title? Over it, the cherubims of glory. Overshadowing the mouse's seat. It covers your head, of which we cannot now speak in particular. Okay, so you can keep going on. I don't waste time. I'm done. I just want to let you know what is fully loaded in your head, because the first letter that makes head. It is being called, I don't buy this Jesus, okay? It is just Bible being quoted. The English Bible is translated, put in this mark of the beast over there. That is where the magic system comes in. The letter J that gave you Jesus hasn't yet 400 years old. And this quoting scripture, it has been there for 2,000 years now. Of course, do a research. Letter J that gave you Jesus. It's not yet 400 years old. It's only 300 years old plus on earth. And you are going to see it now in translation. It is Jesus everywhere. That is the magic system. That is the great deception. That is the first Messiah that have already come to deceive many, okay? In English quotation, you will see it over there. But in our Hebrew Holy Language, we won't see this garbage over there. But I'm communicating with the elect among the Gentiles. If I begin to put out now the Hebrew scriptures, how are you going to know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm doing. That's why I'm teaching you the English translation just for your sake. We obey already who is Jesus. That one we know already is the man of God that follows the law. Now is the head of many people. He sits enthroned in the head of many people. I won't go into that. Now I'm just letting you know how richly Abba Yehovah filled your hair. How so richly he has filled your hair with his glory. Holy of holies. That is the first letter of this word called hair. So now that you see what your hair contains, let's proceed further. So here I am, Leviticus 16 verses 2. I read. And Yehovah said unto Moshe, we are going to see the altar of your head. And Yehovah said unto Moshe, speak unto Aaron thy brother, that he come not at all times into the holy of holies place, within the veil, before the mercy seat which is upon the ark, that he die not. For I will appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat. This is what sit enthroned enthroned on your head. Abba Yahweh says it's going to appear right on your head. Holies of Holies is called again the throne of Abba Yahweh, or the mercy seat. I don't know, maybe you have been hearing that word from also the Christendom. It is Holies of Holies, and this is the first letter that go for that of this word that is called head. Holies of Holies. No power needs to enter there. No power needs to visit there. Only Abba Yahuwah. He said, Aaron, even though you are the early high priest, but you don't go there all the time. Your pastor needs not to plant anything over there all the time. No, your pastor needs to handle you now to the altar of your head. Your pastor shouldn't sit over there. I see this wickedness in the Christendom as well. Their pastor wants you to take them as your Elohim, that everything will be done by them. That is why Yahweh gave warning unto Aaron, even though I dare you to be a high priest in the holy sanctuary. But don't come there at all times. No, give me way. He says, so that I will appear upon the mercy seat, Holies of Holies. We proceed. Because this wickedness of a pastor or whatever title they bestowed upon themselves, it has been found in the Christendom. They don't want you to go into the throne of Abba Yahweh by yourself. They will portray themselves to you as the one that is going to carry you over there. They will teach you how to fish. Rather, they want to be doing the fishing. Yes, so that when they let you know how to fish by yourself, you will discover their nakedness. You will see their lies. You will know that you are being deceived. That is why they always carry their chest over you, so that you will keep seeing them as your God. He said, don't do that all the time. Don't do that so that you die not. Death is coming for multitude of pastors. Here we see what is upon your head already. It is Abba Yahuwah. Your hair is the throne of Abba Yahuwah, is where he is seated. Here I am, Psalm 99 verses 1 I read. And Yahuwah reigneth, let the people tremble. He is seated between the cherubims. Let the earth be moved. He is seated between the cherubims. Now we are going to see how the cherubims banner over your head, because your head is the mercy seat, is the holies of holies. It is the throne of Abba Yahuwah where he is seated. So that's what we're going to see right now in the Exodus. Stay tuned. Bring me to your holies of holies. Take me down to your mercy seat, your holies of holies. Rekes karababas karababayo, rekes karababas karababayondo, rekes karababas karababayo. Take me now to your holies, Yahuwah, your holies of holies. Bring me now to your mercy seat, your holies of holies. Yeah. Rekes karababas karababayo. Yeah. Rekes karababahu. Rekes karababas karababayo. Here I am, Exodus 25, I read from verses 17. And thou, this is Abba Yahweh speaking, and thou shalt make a mercy seat. You know, Abba Yahweh, when he revealed this unique vision unto Moshe at Mount Sinai, he said Mount Sinai become heavily burdened. And Abba Yahweh said unto Moshe, the one you call Moses, see that you build the ark of the covenant according to the pattern shown you at Mount Sinai. Okay, according to the pattern shown you at Mount Sinai, that is according to the pattern that is being, right in the heavens. Abba Yahweh have holies of holies. He have holies of holies in the heavens, which is the seventh throne. That is the holies of holies. Only 3 items you are going to see over there. And this is what we also found over here on earth. Thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold of beaten work. Thou shalt of beaten work shalt thou make them in the 2 ends of the mercy seat. One will be unto your heart. Anywhere you go, you always have 2 angels, which feathers covers your head. That is the angel Psalm 91 spoke of. It will give you into the hands of his angel, and they will bear you in their hands so that you don't dash your feet against the stone. Okay, and there are 2 feathers need to be spread over. That is the divine protection in this wicked world we are. That as you are sleeping, one stand on your right and the other stand on your left side. Anywhere they are the ministry's angels, covering angels that protect you night and day from every wickedness of the wicked ones. Okay, and the 2 ends, because this angel also burn over Jehovah's throne. We will see into that in the 7th throne in the heavens. That is the picture he brought here on earth. We being the child of the Most High, that same attitude, that same characteristics of our Father also will banner over our head, and he himself will sit in between these 2 cherubims, just as we see already. As the one angel is on your right hand, the other one at your right left hand side, Abba Yehovah will sit enthroned on your head. That's what we're in your brain. That's what we are looking into. 19 now. And make 1 cherub on the one end, and the other cherubs on the other end, even of the mercy seat shall ye make the cherubims on the 2 ends thereof. And the cherubims shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat. This is how they cover your head, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their face shall look one to another. Towards the mercy seat shall the face of the cherubims be. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark, and in the ark thou shalt put the testimony that I gave thee. And 22. And there will I meet with thee. There will I meet with thee, and I will communion with thee from above the mercy seat, from between the 2 cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony of all things which I gave thee in commandment unto the children of Israel. This is what banner over your head. This is the power of your head. Holies of holies. The very first letter of this word called head, it is holies of holies. And we'll see who sit between the 2 cherubims. Right in the center on your head, it is Abba Yehovah. He said, there, that is when I'm going to meet with you. That is why he said unto Aaron, don't come there all the time, at all time, don't, until I commanded you to do so. That in another way, he's saying to you, pastors, until I give you a word to speak to my children, don't do it your way. When you do it your way, you will get killed. We will look into that, because he's the one to commune. If you dare do it your way, you will get killed. We will look into that. So family, this is the mysteries of the first letter that start the stage of your head. Holies of holies. And we'll see what holies of holies contain. So without no wasting of time, we proceed now to the second letter, because we have so much to discuss about this second letter. What is the second letter? I keep telling people, don't dare my Father, okay? He's fully loaded with mysteries. fully loaded with mysteries. This is my burglar. Right now, we go for the second letter, which is E. E simply go for what? I enthroned. I. The third I. Let me put it that way. I enthroned 8 offices in your head. The third I, it is the very number of 8 offices on your head. Count now for yourself. How many offices do you have in your head? You have 2 eyes, okay, the number 1. You have mouth, that is a 3. You have 2 noses, that is 5, and you have 2 ears, that is 7. Okay, we say that is the mark of Yah, the mark of Abba Yehovah complement on your physical head. Now there is a supernatural eye that supersedes the physical part, and that is the supernatural eye Abba Yehovah is communicating with. Not flesh and blood, but the spirit eye. Enthroned, holy eye. No eyes, okay, just single, because that forehead eye, that supernatural eye, it is single, it's not double, and that makes the offices of your head to be 8. And we know what number 8 we know what number 8 symbolize. It simply symbolize the new Jerusalem, the new heaven and the new earth, a new beginning. Cut off flesh, no more flesh anymore. Circumcision makes it all anew. It is in the 8,000 years. It is in the number 8. That is what Yehovah said. That is the covenant, circumcision covenant he gave to Father Abraham. Cut off flesh on the 8 days, because on the 8 days it is the new kingdom. It is the new heaven and the new earth. It is where every single thing is being restored. Okay, and that is why Abba Yehovah put this eye inside your brain. I think I'm going to show you something when we begin to dig into these mysteries of the eyes. Let me call the scripture first. Number 8. It is the 8 offices inside your head. The third eye and throat. 8 offices in your head. Now, Matthew 6:22 to 23. Matthew 19, 16 to 17. John 12:46. Luke 10:21. Amos 3:7. Exodus 25 again. Okay. Revelation 5. Luke chapter 17, 20 to 21. 1 Corinthians 6 verses 16. So even though it's men, there are more, but with a little short verses. So let's unveil the mystery of your eye. Quickly, let me show you something over here. Okay. This is the third eye. You see where he seated upon? So right now, I want to show you the throne, calf bones, a bone, where your third eye seated in your head. Here is the bone called sphenoid bone. It is called sphenoid bone, carved like a throne. Do you see the 2 cherubims, the 2 wings? And this is the exactly place the third eye seated. Okay, you see the bone is carved as a throne, and this is where Abba Yehovah said, "I will sit over here and commune with you." They call this greater wings, and the other one they call it lesser wings. This is what your head contains, and this is the very position where the third eye seated. They call it pineal gland, or pineal gland, or pineal gland, or third eye, spiritual eye. You see, this is where it's seated, and exactly where Abba Yehovah sits in his heavenly throne. Okay, and this is the wings of this sphenoid bone, carved like a throne. Your third eye is made so special. He has his own throne where he's seated, because he is the eye that sees every single thing that has to do with your in and out. This is the eye. Okay, and this is his throne. So let's proceed. And in his ministries, you see how the order of authority begins. Abba Yehovah is the head of Messiah. Messiah is the head of a man. Ma is the head of a woman. That head is talking about, it means spiritual eyes. It sit enthroned on your head. That is why I ask you, who is the author of your head? Here I am, Matthew 6:22. The light of the body is the eye. You see, make it singular, eye. This is the very eye that lighting up your entire body. The light of the body, this is Messiah talking, Matthew 6:22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, not 3, not 2, but just 1, singular. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thy eyes be evil, thy whole body shall be full of demons. Yes, thy own body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Who is darkness in the first place? We are coming into that, okay? First of all, let me deal with the author of your eyes. On your head we see holies of holies. And who sit upon the holies of holies, it is Abba Yehovah. And we see the second letter that go for head simply means are enthroned. 8 offices in your head. Now we see now who sit over there. Messiah said, when that eye is single, if Abba Yehovah alone sit on this sphinx bone, walking out with your thought, your entire body will be full of light. Your entire body is going to be filled with light because the author of light sits right in there. That calf throne, we see it in the natural, in the temple. And Yehovah said our body is the temple of the living one. Okay, this is how we become the temple of Abba Yehovah. He sits over in the eyes to lighten up your entire body. That is if Abba Yehovah is the one that seated over there. But whereby, let me show you something. Whereby the first Messiah takes over. Do you see how first Messiah did it? First Messiah is the head of the woman, and the woman that becomes the head of the husband. I will see this in the Christendom, okay? You see ours, Yahushua is the head of a man, man is the head of a woman. This is the umbrella of protection, okay? Where Yahushua Ruach HaKodesh sit upon this third eye throne. These bones carved on your brave head called sphinx bone. Therefore, your entire life, your entire body, your inner out spirit will be filled with light. But whereby serpent sit over there, it will be full of darkness. That is, you will be possessed. You are going to be filled with demons because we know devil is the darkness. We know serpent, all this deity. Remember, seraphim, cherubim, and the archangel that fell, legions of angels fell from glory, and then I became darkness that we found in Genesis chapter 1. It said the first surface of the deep was filled with darkness. It was dark, and they will see Abba Yehovah, and they will see Yahushua, and they will see the Ruach HaKodesh. That said, let there be light. This is how you lighten up your whole body. If his eye watch for you, if his eye is the one that sits enthroned on your head, this is what it is. Your whole body will be filled up with light. That is why I said my head is fully loaded with many crowns of glory and mysteries. Okay? I don't know who sit on your head, but I know who sit on mine. This is it. Okay, we proceed. So let us check out something. This is the family structures. This is how Abba Yehovah ordains it. He is the head of Messiah. Messiah is the head of a man. Man is the head of the woman. You see, this is how originally he ordained it. Right now, we are going to see another mystery over here. Matthew 19:16-17. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good things shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is Yehovah. But if thou wilt enter life, keep the commandments. Okay, I'm not after that, okay? Okay, I'm not after that. I just want to let you know who is good to sit on your head. Who is good now to unveil the third eye? Who is good to lighten up your entire body? It is Abba Yehovah. He said no one is good, but Abba Yehovah himself, okay, is the one that sits between there. We see that in Psalm 91 verses 1. The cherubim, okay? Abba Yehovah's head consummate every single head on earth. That is, if you allow him to sit on your head. You see it now? He is the head of Messiah. He is the head of the man. He is the head of the woman. He is the head of the children. He is the head of angels. He is the head of all things. Okay? You see it over there? So depends of who sit on your head. There is a counterfeit, okay? I will make myself like the Most High. If that one sit on your head, that is the very darkness Yahushua speaks about. Here I am. John 12:46. I am come, a light, is Messiah talking. I am come a light into the world, that whosoever believeth on me should not abide in darkness. He said, I am come a light of the world, into the world. If you abide, that is, if you allow his Father to sit on your head, therefore you will never, darkness don't have no place in you. And who is this darkness is talking about? It is the serpent, it is the dragon, it is the devil. When they come and sit on you, as he said in Matthew 6:23, he said, then your whole body will be full of darkness, great darkness. Do you know what that great darkness is? It is eternal lake of fire. There is no light. Because there is no light in devil. Even though he's masquerading himself these days, the dragon. Is the darkness, we know already. And it's the darkness Isaiah is talking about over here. Okay, if you allow him to be your head, your whole body will be possessed with demons of hell. You will be filled with demons. Let's proceed. Okay, here I am now, Luke 10:21. We are talking about the light of your eye, a single eye, the pineal gland, or pineal gland, or the third eye. In that hour, Yahushua rejoiced. That is Luke 10:21. In that hour, Yahushua rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Abba Yahuwah of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babies. Even so, Father, for so it seems good in thy sight. What is he talking about here? He's dealing with the third eye. He revealed this. That where something is being revealed unto you from Abba Yahweh is the one to give this vision. Okay? Through his Ruach HaKodesh. Okay? When Abba Yahweh releases that vision from his heart to his spirit to dispatch it unto you, and working with your spirit and your third eye, pineal gland or pineal gland, therefore you are going to be seeing Abba Yahweh the way he is. Therefore you are going to be seeing his royal lawyers the way he is. Therefore you won't allow no darkness to have no party, that is lies, to tell you that the royal law is being done away with, whereby you still see the first heaven and the first earth, the very criteria of I'm done with it. Okay, I'm done with this food, baby, take it off my sight. But until he told you that, and how is it let you know? He said, when you don't see the first heaven and the first earth, but whereby you see him eating the food, and you said it's done away with that. That is the darkness that engrave you. That is the Egyptologist. That is the eye opened by the serpent. You becoming a god of yourself. We will dig more into that. So this is what he's talking about here. You reveal this to babies. Okay, that is the people that humbles themselves like a child. The people that just live for Yahuwah just like a baby. Okay, so he revealed himself unto them. All right, so we proceed. Here I am, Amos 3, verses 7. Surely Yahuwah Elohim will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. You see, anything he's going to carry out here on earth, he will not do it without first of all letting you know. As far as you humble yourself as a baby, as far as you allow him to sit on your head, he is the one using your third eye, pineal gland. Therefore, whatever he's going to do right now, he will reveal it unto. That is the eyes of our revelation. That is the eyes we use to see visions. Although Jesus is also doing the same thing. The man of sin that abolished the law is doing counterfeit. Okay, I'll make myself like the Most High. We will come into that. Okay. So here we are again. Exodus. I want to read. I read it before, but I want to do it again. 25:17 to 22. And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold of beaten work, shalt thou make them in the 2 ends of the mercy seat. Your head is the mercy seat. It is the holiest of holies. 19. And make one cherub on the one end, and the other cherub on the other end. And even of the mercy seat shall ye make cherubims on the two ends thereof. And the cherubims shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their face shall look one to another. Towards the mercy seat shall their faces of the cherubims be. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark, and in the ark thou shalt put the testimony that I shall give thee, and there I will sit with thee, and I will commune with thee from above the mercy seat. This is how he is communing with us. This is how he is fellowshipping with us. He sits on our pineal gland and revealing himself unto us. Those are things that is going on right now in the heavenlies. He will sit on your head and reveal it on through your third eye. Abayawa don't walk with your physical eyes. He walk with your spiritual eye, which is the pineal gland or the pineal gland or the third eye. That is the spiritual eye you used to see. The very spiritual things. The person now who opened that third eye for you. Remember, St. Peter opened that of the woman. She saw wrongly. She saw things in a very wrong way. Okay, that is the counterfeit. I will make myself like the Most High. Now here I am, Revelation 5. And I saw in the right hand of him that sitteth on the throne a book written within, and on the back side sealed with 7 seals. Who is the right hand of Abba Yehovah? It is Yahushua HaMashiach, okay? Yahushua HaMashiach, not Jesus, okay? Jesus is the Jesus. In Latin, Jesus simply means earth pig. You see, earth pig. And that is the unclean thing the royal law asks us never to have anything to do with. So we don't go by that. Not Jesus, okay? Verses 2. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? Okay, who was worthy? No man in heaven, nor on earth, neither under the earth was able to open the book, neither to look thereof. St. Peter is not worthy, Jesus is not worthy to open this pineal gland, this third eye. Jesus is not worthy. When he will open, he's going to open it in iniquity. That was why he said that the man is going to say, we do this, we prophesy. This is the eye that will give you prophecy. This is the very 8 offices on your head. We do this and we do that in your name. He will say, no, I never knew you, workers of iniquity. Yes, the counterfeit sit on their head. The counterfeit reveal things unto the visions. They knew the counterfeit. Not Jesus. Jesus is not worthy to open it up. When he open it up, he's going to open it up in iniquity. He's going to break the royal law. He's going to break the real thing. You see, when he opened up the first woman eye in Genesis 3, he opened up our eyes in iniquity, the serpent. He make her to be seen wickedness as good. But woe unto you that will call darkness light. It is a curse. 3. And I wept much, because no one was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Yehudim, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. Only Yahushua HaMashiach is worthy to walk with your third eye. And this is the second letter of this word called head. He may know is worthy to cover you because he is our Messiah. He is the one who died on the cross, not Jesus. That is why Jesus didn't get it right. That is why the children of Jesus did not get it right. Because they said that Jesus died on the Friday and resurrected on the Sunday. And that is not the signs of the true Messiah. The signs of the true Messiah is this 3 days and 3 nights. He died in the midst of the week. It is right prophesied in the book of Daniel chapter 9. And he resurrected on the Shabbat because he is the Adonai of the Shabbat eternally. That means rest. That was a make references to us that are going to be keeping the Shabbat in this last day in Matthew 24. He said he includes Shabbat. He makes a references to Shabbat. All his 12 apostles that kept the Shabbat. He was raised on the Shabbat. the consummation of our day, the day of eternal rest. And he is the eternal rest. He resurrected on the Shabbat. Then we got 3 days and 3 nights. Just as the prophet prophesied it was not Jesus, okay? Jesus died, they said the children of Jesus said their father died on Friday and their father resurrected on Sunday early morning. Count for yourself. If you will see 3 days or 3 nights. Okay, now we'll proceed more. He made Lord goes to the cross and he breaks the seals. You know, it was secret over there. It was secret in that book, the secret of anti-Messiah. The secret of anti-Messiah, the great disaster that is about to occur now. He break it and make it known unto his servant, and his servant will declare it unto us. Then we look into it today with the eyes of telescope to know what is now next before us, so that we put our house in order. Now, as I say, we don't allow anything, you know, to happen to without first of all revealing it unto us. He walked with this third eye, and we see what he made for us through this third eye. Here I am, Luke 17, 20 to 21. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees where the kingdom of Jehovah should come, and he answered them, I said, the kingdom of Jehovah cometh not with observance, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of Jehovah is within you. This is how his kingdom is within you. He sit enthroned on your head. He is walking. His holiest of holies is your head. He is walking with your spiritual eyes, a communion with you, you know, having a dialogue with you, revealing things with you, and say, come my son, and come my daughter. Let me show you something. Yeah, this is how you come in with us. This is how you had that fellowship with us. I keep telling people, don't dare my father. Okay, he's fully loaded with mystery. Okay, so we proceed. 1 Corinthians of 6, I read verses 15. Know ye not that ye, excuse me, I take it again. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Messiah. Okay, this is how we are the members of Messiah. Okay, the Father is right there. The Holy Spirit, yeah, the Ruach HaKodesh is right there. He also is right there. Angel is right there working with you. We see the angels already. Okay, and you in person also include. Okay, right now. So this is how we make. Our bodies is the members of Yahushua, because all his, you know, Father, him, Ruach HaKodesh, his angel, they are all there on your head. So we proceed to the third lecture, which is simply A. Now, what did the A go for? Abba Yehovah, Ibaraba Sekeya. Abba Yehovah, Imasandalabu Yekeye. Abba Yehovah, Igorobos Karabo. Abba Yehovah, Imasantalabu Yenderebo. Abba Yehovah, Ibaraba Sakaya Bay. Ibaraba Sandeleya. Abba Yehovah, Igorobos Karabo. Abba Yehovah, Imasantalabu Yenderebo. I love my Father. He's fully loaded with mysteries. You know, I love power. And I'm so blessed that I hook up with the right power. Family staying too. With not another powerful message that is coming next Shabbat. It is my burglary. This word called end. E-N-D, end. No, it's more than what you know. That is the blast in next week. End of all things. How will you like your end to be like? I position my already. In the authority of Abba Yehovah, my hand is beautiful, fully loaded with a crown of glory mysteries. We'll see to that next week Shabbat. And all right, now A. What did it go for? The third letter of this word called Ed. What did A go for? This woman, you talk too much, eh? I don't think you know that. What did A go for? A simply go for what? Anointed angelic appearance. We are the members of heaven. Anointed angelic appearance. All this glory is on your head. Anointed, because this is your eye, this is your head. Your head is holies of holies. Angel is right there. Yehovah Abba Yehovah is right there. Yehoshua is right there. Ruach HaKodesh is right there. Cherubims, seraphims, they are right there. Anointed angelic appearance. Okay, right now. Acts of Apostle 10:38, 1 Samuel 16:1-30, Romans 8:11, Yeshayahu 6, Luke 1:26-35, Luke 20:34-36, 1 John 3:2. Yes. So let's start from somewhere. Okay, now. Here I am, Acts of Apostle 10:38. I read, how Yehovah anointed Yehoshua of Nazareth with the Ruach HaKodesh and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed of the devil, for Yehovah was with him. This is how Abba Yehovah is with us, seated on your head, anointing you, not give you that power through the Ruach HaKodesh. You see the Ruach HaKodesh over here. Anointed angelic appearance in you. We pray, we have so much to discuss also on this. 1 Samuel 1:16, 1-30. Excuse me, 1 Samuel 16, 1-30. But I'm going to take it from 11. You can take it from 11 down to 16 so that you know how it happens. I just want to read where the power was being given through the anointing. And Samuel said unto Jesse, hear all thy children. And he said, there remained yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for he will not, for we will not sit down till he come, because he is the anointed one, until he come hither. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy and of a beautiful countenance, and goodly to look to. And Yehovah said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. This is the one. Okay. So right now, okay, I think it's 1-16. When he anoint him, what come over? 14. It's 1-16. Excuse me. Chapter 16 from verses 1-16. And the Spirit, I want to read that right now, where he was being anointed. Okay, yeah. And Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. And the Spirit of Yehovah, that is the Ruach HaKodesh, okay? And the Spirit of Yehovah came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rise up and went to his place. And okay, yeah, it is 1-40. It's okay. I did it already. Okay, you see, it was being anointed with the Ruach HaKodesh. The Ruach HaKodesh sit in you. Also, of course, is the power. That is what I want to see now. Is the power in you. Okay, now I read. Romans 8:11. Is the power, the third alphabet of this word called head. Anointed angelic appearance right on your head. But I read now, Romans 8:11. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yehoshua from the dead dwells in you, where is he? To live inside of you, your head, the holies of holies. It contains all heaven, fully loaded with crowns of glories and mysteries. That is my head. I don't know about yours. You can bestow it and walk towards it as well. I take it again. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yehoshua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Yehoshua from the dead shall also quicken your immortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. Because the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, seated on your head. And this is the third letter of this word called head. Anointed angelic appearance right on your head. Okay. Here I am, Yeshayahu, the one you call Isaiah chapter 6. We are going to see who was the spirit that dwelleth in you. I take it from verses. Okay, let me read from 1. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also Yahuwah sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. This is what we are talking about. Let his glory fill your head. Above it, listen now, above it still the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With 2 they covered his face, and with 2 they covered his feet, and with 2 they did fly. And one cried out another, and one cried unto another, and said, Holy, holy, holy is Yahuwah first. The whole earth is full of his glory. Seke, your head is full of glory, if he is the one that sits over there. And 4, and the post of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smokes. Then said woe unto me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of unclean people with clean lips. For my eyes have seen the King, Yahuwah of hosts. Now listen, this is where I want to deal with. 6. They flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongues from off the altar, and he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thy iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. Okay, now you see. What is it doing in you? What is the Ruach HaKodesh doing in you? This is what it's doing. It will quicken your immortal body. It will vitalize it. It will cleanse. It is the cleanser. He is the one to prepare you for the ministries. He is the one to reveal all these things we are talking about. He is the one. He is the revelation. He is the one that is revealing all things. Because it's the spirit of Abba Yehovah. If that same spirit dwells in you, it is the power of conception. You can see Luke 1:26 to 1:35 for that. You can also see Matthew, I think 1:18 to 20 also. For he is the power of conception. He is the power of the Most High. He is the crown of the Most High. This is the angel that banner over Yahuwah's head. This seraphim is the one that cover Abba Yahuwah's head. Abba Yahuwah have a covering. Seraphim is his covering. You see, it said they stood above the temple of Abba Yahuwah, above the throne. Seraphim in Hebrew simply means burning ones. They are blessed one. That is the pure energy of Abba Yahuwah, the seraphim. But in in a plural, it is seraphims, meaning the burning one. They are blessed ones. And in singular, it simply means seraphs. And seraph simply means flying, the fiery flying serpent. Serpent is the highest order of Abba Yahuwah. Heaven, the high-ranking angel of all, the very one that cover Abba Yahuwah's head. It is the seraphim, sir. Abba Yahuwah have a covering in his head. The seraphim is Abba Yahuwah covering, which is his spirit, his strength, his power. And Abba Yahuwah is the head of Mashiach. Mashiach is the head of a man. Man is the head of a woman. That is how it works. This is the family structures, okay? So the seraphims, it is the covering of Abba Yahuwah. And that's a covering is right on you. When Abba Yahuwah comes with this covering, these are the characteristics of heaven on your head. Angelic, anointed angelic appearance in you on your head. So now listen now. Here I am, 1 John chapter 3:2. Beloved, now we are the sons of Yehovah, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. The one that is the third eye is being cleansed. Those are the one that is going to see him just the way he is. Those are the one that is going to be just like him. The son of Yehovah, the very one that is about to come now. And this my message that I are already briefed to you. And this one, it is my glory. My head is fully loaded with glory. And the end, which is next Shabbat, it is another powerful glory of mine. And the end revealing on our head. When he appear now, we shall be like him. That is, we are going to be like angels. That is the anointed angelic being appearance. for eternity in you. If Abba Yehovah is your head, it will be so awesome. But don't let it be the other way around. The serpent. Make myself like the Most High. Don't let it cover you. When it cover you, it is eternal link of fire. Now we'll go for the very last letter. I'm so glad I'm about to be done with this mystery. It's so heavy on my head. So family, we have up to point 4. Okay. So right now we're also going to see if devil is serpent is your head. We are going to see quickly, briefly. Okay. Because all this head are also, but the power of the Ruach HaKodesh is also found in the serpent. Okay. Now D, what did D go for? What did D go for? What did D go for? Ha ha ha. Not dare my father. He simply go for dominion. Dominion for all eternity. Take dominion on earth upon principalities of dominion. Ribababo seke. Dominion. Daniel 7:14 and 17. Revelation chapter 21 and Revelation chapter 22. We take dominion. We dominate the whole world because it is our property. We are getting it back from the serpent that gave it to his children, the Gentile. We're getting it back. Our Messiah is coming to get it back from them and give it back unto us. We take dominion and we will rule and reign. This is the glory of your head. This is the crown of your head. This is the crown of eternal life, fully loaded on your head. Your head carries it all. Although I don't know if you carry serpent on your head, but if you carry the real thing, this is who you are originally. Therefore, I read Daniel 7:14. And there was given him dominion. He's talking about Messiah. And they were giving him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away. His kingdom shall not pass away. O ancient of days. We shall rule and reign. Dominion on your head. Take dominion. Dominate everywhere. Which shall not pass away. And his kingdom that which shall be, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed, is for all eternity. Dominion. Take dominion. Dominion. Dominate the whole world. Abba Yehovah said, that glory, that anointing is already on your head. But I don't know if that's maybe serpent. If serpent sit on your head, sorry you mix it. But you can still get it back right now. That is the meaning of this statement. The nature of this statement. That is what it is. Okay. Now 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints. Do you see over there in his dominion, in his kingdom? It will be given unto you, the people, the people of the saints of the Most High, which kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him. When you read Revelation 21, they said, get back the earth. When you read Revelation 22, they said, sit circle around Abba Yehovah worshiping him. Because he said, we are going to see him just the way he is. Because he make use of our head. All this for glory, he bestowed it on our head. This is how the third letter, which is A, simply angelic or anointed angelic appearance in you. That is where the power of transfiguration for you to be like an angel that will not die for all eternity, that will not sin. That glory is already living on your head. All this thing is secretly loaded in your head. Only for you to discover it and throw away and put separate out of your head wherever it's occupied on your head. The head is the part of the body. When the head is gone, every part of your body will be useless. Make good use of your head. It is Abba Yehovah. Now, this is the mark of Abba Yehovah headship on our head. Okay, this is his mark of this is mark of Abba Yehovah headship on our head. Revelation 14:1-5. Let's quickly see that before we go to point 1. So here I am, Revelation 14:1. I read, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Messiah, and with him 142,000 having having his father's his name, and I'm reading from NIV because NIV put the both together, but King just put only the father's name together. But all the same, the father is I come in my father's name. You can see John 5:43. For that I come in my father's name. His father's name is Yehovah. Why the son's name is Yehoshua? Okay, these are the glory of my head. Okay, and having his name and his father's name written on their foreheads. The pioneer glad. When you carry his name, of course, you will see him the way he is. Written on their forehead. It's right on our forehead. Inside. This is the secret people. It said written on their forehead is inside our head. Okay? Abba Yehovah is right there. King Yahushua is right there. Ruach HaKodesh is right there. The two cherubims is right there. And including you. The crown of glory. Many crowns of glory is a mystery, okay? So this is the mystery, people, of your foreheads. Abba Yehovah, I just bless you. Bring me nigh into your mercy seat. Your holies of holies. Rekes karababa, yeah, 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 yeah. Rekes karababu, rekes karababas, karababayo. Bring me into your holies of holies. Take me now into your mercy seat. Your holies of holies. Rekes karababa, yeah, 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 yeah. Rekes karababa, karababa yo. This is the mystery of your head, people. This is the mystery of my head. Rather, I should be talking of my own head, because I don't know who is your head. So now let's go 4.1. Let's check out if this glory, this wicked, and let me call it wicked because this is not glory. When serpent become your head, it's the other way around. Point 1. If Abba Yehovah is not your covering, excuse me, I take it again. Point 1. If Abba Yehovah is not your head covering, then the serpent is your head covering. Evil eyes opening, becoming a guard of yourself, like the Freemasonry. You know, in Genesis 3, we see the apron there. They were trying to, the first man, they teach you, the devil also gave, the serpent gave unto them, cover yourself. Cover yourself, you are naked now, cover yourself. Because you open their eyes already. Evil eyes open, you open it already. Now cover it, you are naked, cover that thing. Then I take what? A fig tree, and I cover up the self. Then I make apron. And we see that apron today in Freemasonry. And the skull above worship. They call themselves skull above worship. We also see another wickedness that transpired Genesis 3. In there, they call themselves 322. 322 is their code. Read it out. Maybe I'm going to read it for your hearing. That is where the eye now become, the eyes now opened, knowing good and evil. That is their code of this occult. Okay, when you plus it all together, 3, 2, 2, it becomes 7. That is their 7 offices on your head. The 7 offices of the serpent on your head. Each serpent himself becomes your head. Let me read and not stop talking. You talk too much. I beg, read for me. Oh, this woman, I want for you. You know, the serpent make it so clear. He's going to make himself like the Most High. Here I am, Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yehovah Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, as Yehovah said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the tree. We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yehovah had said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for Yehovah doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes are. This is where the mystery begins. This is where devil, serpent, did the opening. I don't know if he is the one that opened your own, and this is how you are going to be seeing things. He abolished the law. He's about to abolish it now. This is, a seduction to abolish the law. He seduces the woman just to get rid of the law, of the royal law. People should fear serpent. For Yehovah doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, that then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as Yehovah, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, and she took off the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto the husband with her, and he did eat, and she gave to her husband. That is teaching. We will look into that. That eyes was being opened. There katakata fall, calamity fall upon humanity, death fall upon humanity. The royal law be abolished through the evil eyes opening. There serpent has seduced the woman to allow him over here, to sit over here. Jesus is one hand, and for demons in one hand. Jesus is a covering cherubim. We will unveil that now. And demon also, like Angel Michael, Archangel, which is the Azazel. They are not the one that is covering the woman. And the serpent now sit over here. Here is where the third eye sitteth. Here is the throne of Abba Yehovah. And the serpent now deceived the woman to allow him in. And the serpent now sit over here and be bound now. Oh, with the Jesus, which is the cherubim, the fallen cherubim, and be bound over now with Azazel. Oh, the fallen archangel, and whereby the seraphims that banner over Jehovah's head, the highest order of authority in heaven, the high-ranking angel in heaven. They are the one that banner overall upon the head of Abba Yehovah. And serpent now sneak in here, and he now sit enthroned, and now begin to walk with the eyes of the woman. And the woman allowed him. And this is how they did it. And this is how he's also doing it these last days, to abolish the law. Serpent sneak in this place, to sit in this pineal gland, your eyes of revelation. It is to abolish the royal law. That is the only reason he came. And demon banner over the both sides. That was Messiah say, if your eyes is being evil, imagine say your body is going to be filled with darkness. Imagine serpent sitting on your head, and another two wicked demon banner over you. You are filled with legions of demons. Let's see where they are going to take you to. Now let's see serpent authority on your head. Okay, Daniel 11, when they come into you, they will pollute the sanctuary of strength. They will defile it, because now it is darkness, fully loaded with demons from the pit of hell. Then I read that. Daniel 11, 30 to 33. For the ships of Shaitan shall come against him. Therefore, he's talking about anti-Mashiach, who abolished the royal law right from Genesis 3. Is about to do it again. I've done it already. But in conclusion, the lying place list video. Islam is the very last video to play for us in this segment. This playlist lies. Christianity is second to the last. They'll be playing their own. Islam, it will pick it now from where the Christians don't drop it. They are the conclusion of it. What happened in Genesis 3? How they pollute the sanctuary of strength. I read, for the ships of Shaitan shall come against him. Therefore he shall be grieved and return and have indignation against the holy covenant. Right in Genesis 3, he polluted the sanctuary of strength against the holy covenant. So shall he do. He shall even return and have intelligently with them that forsook the holy covenant. You see, what intelligence did he have with the first woman? He promised the first woman the Godhead, the rulership. And we see he did it. The woman indeed ruled over the man. And we see that wickedness also in the Christendom. Ordaining a woman over a man, just my ministry. Okay. And Ham shall stand on his path, and he shall be Ham shall stand in his path, of course. Islam is the last Ham to help this serpent called Allah. Is the serpent, okay, is the dragon, is the ghost fire in the Christendom called Allah. You see, say it's the greatest of all deceiver. Don't dare lie. You think he's joking. Somebody is telling you this is who I am. You are laughing. You think Allah is joking. The greatest of all deceiver. Okay, wait for him. He's on his way coming. And Ham shall stand on his path, and he shall pollute the sanctuary of strength and he shall take away the daily sacrifice. We see how he took it away in Genesis 3. And he shall place the abomination that maketh desolate. Serpent is an abomination. He makes desolate the altar. He makes desolate the first tabernacle. He makes desolate the first sanctuary, right in Genesis 3. Today, third part of mankind temple is being polluted again with this deity. He will say he will place abomination that make it desolate. You know what desolation is? Utterly no more holiness in you. Utterly you are being filled with demons. This is the eyes. If your eye become evil, Messiah speaks about in Matthew 6:23. He said, if your eye become evil, therefore what happened? Evil eye open it. He will pollute the sanctuary of strength. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries. But the people that do know their Yahuwah shall be strong and do exploit. That's what I'm, because I know who myself. I know who is my head. I'm doing exploit. Of course, that is who I am. And a greater exploit is about to come. That's going to blow off your mind. Even though you are being told that you won't believe it. Like I said, I heard the start of prayer already, okay? Because I know whom I serve. Who is my head? My authority. He will pollute the sanctuary of strength. Let's see when he pollute that, how they become filthy. Here I am, Matthew 13, 13 to 17, chapter 13. Therefore I speak to them in parables, because they see not, hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. In them is fulfilled the prophecies of Yeshayahu, which saith, be hearing, ye shall not hear, and shall not understand, and see, ye shall not see, and shall not persevere. For this people's heart is worse grass, and their ears are dull to hear, and hearing, and their eyes they have closed. You will be thinking you are seeing something. All this nonsense the Christians don't see, they say they are seeing vision. It is total nonsense. It is what the woman saw right in Genesis 3. Their temple, their sanctuary, their head is already being polluted. They don't see anymore. Least at any time, they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their heart and should be converted, and I should heal them. In other words, Messiah said, because it's a strong delusion. He said, let him that is filthy keep being filthy. Let him that is unrighteous keep being unrighteousness. Okay, keep doing it. Let him that is holy keep being holy until I come. Keep doing it. In other words, that is judgment of rejection. He have already rejected you. That is why he said, if you sin now, therefore I will come and heal you. And you don't want to do that, okay? Keep seeing serpent as your head. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets, listen now, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. How can you be a prophet? How can you be a prophet? You cannot see. Prophet means you take visions from Abba Yehovah, you disclose it to the congregation. You are downloading the message right away from the heart of Abba Yehovah and disclosing it to the congregation. But Messiah said here they don't see, they are blind. But then they say, so they see, but you are seeing serpent. What about the other one, righteous? Why can you be blind? If you don't see, which means you are blind. If you are blind, which means you are going to be seeing darkness, okay? So be in darkness, that is you are filled with demons, legions of demons. Darkness is demons, legions of demons that fell from the heaven, because Revelation 12, 9 to 10 says, it flew down third part of angels down to the earth. So they are legions of angels that fell with serpent, with the dragon. And they are the darkness here today on earth. And if you cannot see, which means you are in darkness. So if you are in darkness, that simply means to say you are filled with demons. Because devil and demons and the serpent, the dragon is the darkness. That sneak into your third eye, becoming revealing things unto you, like wonders. Now let's quickly see. Now that serpent become your head, because this is the mark of his headship on the disobedient. H. What H go? H simply go for hellfire. Okay. Revelation 6:8, Revelation 20:14. Yeah, here I am, Revelation 6:8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, because he sat on you already. And hell, this is what I'm after. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto death over the fourth part of the earth to kill with a sword, and with hunger, and with death, yeah, and with the beast of the earth. Okay, so this is what is it. The first letter, it goes for hellfire. Okay, and this anti-Mashiach, hellfire followed by him. Anyway, he will just straight into the hell because you already sit on your head. Now let's see the very end of hellfire, because hellfire is not the link of fire. Okay, hell is not the link of fire. Let's see the very end of the hellfire is a transit to the link of fire. That is where they call abyss. That is where people is being stored now until judgment day, when all will be cast into the link of fire. Revelation 20:14. And death and hell were cast into the link of fire. This is the second death. Okay, so this is the end when it become your head. We proceed to the second letter. What did it go for? We are looking into head. When serpent become your head, this is the version of his old headship. Okay, H, the first letter go for what? Hell. And the second letter, what did it go for? Which is simply E. It go for embitter. It's gonna embitter you for all eternity. It's gonna make your life bitter and bitter. Here I am, Revelation 8, 10 to 11. Embitter. It's gonna embitter you for all eternity. When you allow him in, you see this 6,000 years plus. When the first one allow him in, he embitter every one of us, you and me. That is the suffering we are going through today. But this one is gonna embitter you for all eternity when you allow it to be your head. I read, and the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven. From heaven, burning as it were a lamb. We know what lamb is. First, lamb is Messiah, okay? The light of the world. But he fell as a light. And it fell upon the third part of the rivers, and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood. And many men died of the water, because they were made bitter. They were made bitter. Wormwood. That is the name of the star that fell, which is Jesus. I did one message not too long ago. I addressed it. I even forgot the title. I'm sorry about that, because I have a lot of mysteries on my head. Okay, the one that is upcoming now, that is my blow of end. EDN. The mystery over this three alphabet is unspeakable. You see, it makes their life bitter. Okay, if you want to know the mysteries of this wormwood, a great star that fell from heaven, we see Revelation 12. Now they fell. Third part fell, and as they fall, he said they fall into water. Water simply represent, according to biblical terminology, people. You can say Revelation 71. Yeah, you read Revelation 70, or go to this message I titled The Mystery of Jesus. Jesus is the great star that fell upon third part of mankind. And that water we see over there, it is the Christendom. It is the Islam, it is the pagan, it is the unbeliever. Just go and listen to it. Then you get the full mysteries, okay? You see, the second letter of this word called head, this become your head, is going to embitter you for all eternity, okay? Now, quickly we go for the third letter. What does that go for? The third letter simply go for affliction. It's going to afflict you for all eternity. When he come into the woman, when the first woman allow him in, what he afflicts them. They were being chased out of the Garden of Eden to suffer, and they did suffer, okay? And this is what he's going to do when you allow him to become your head. It's going to afflict you for all eternity. Judges 16, we see when they allow him in. When this mighty man of Yahweh allows serpent in to be his head, let's check out what happened. Judges chapter 16. Then when Samson, Shimshon, or in Hebrew Shishon. Okay. Then when Shishon or Samson to Gaza and saw there an harlot You see, he planned a prostitute to deceive so that he will come into him, to allow him in. And went in unto her. He will prostitute himself with prostitute, with a prostitute. Now I read 5 for the sake of time. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her, to the prostitute, okay, and said unto her, entice it, and see wherein his great strength light. Because Abba Yahweh was the one sitting over there. They want to push Abba Yahweh away for the serpent to take over. Exactly what he's doing, or what is he has already done in the lives or third part of humanity. And see wherein his great strength lies, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may bind him to afflict what? Him, to afflict him. He will afflict you, and we will give thee, every one of us, 1,100 pieces of silver. That was the deal. You know, he said, he have intelligence with those who forsook the royal law. You see, anyone that is willing to forsook the royal law, this serpent will always give them promises. The first one he gave her to Godhead promises, really over man. And you see here now what is also promising this woman? Wealth. Okay, and we see what the serpent give to the people that forsook the royal law. 4 private jet, all of them, all the Christendom, they are buying private jet, houses, wealth, power, he always bribed them, okay? And Delilah said to Samson, tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth, and wherewith thou might be bound to afflict thee. They don't even hide it. We want to afflict you. We want to deal with you. Okay, now let's see what they did to him. Not that serpent when he sneak in. I read 18. And when Delilah saw that he told him already, they already captured him. And when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, she sent and called for the lords of the Philistines, saying, come up once again, for he hath ashamed me all his heart. Then the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and brought money in their hands, and she made him sleep upon her knees. And she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off his 7 locks. What are we talking about? When Abba Yahuwah become your head, you see the 7 offices, that is the throne of Abba Yahuwah. Your 2 eyes, your 2 ears, your 2 nostrils, and your mouth, okay? Oh, that is the surface one. The 7 locks, which simply represent the marks of Abba Yahuwah on our head. The throne of Abba Yahuwah on our head. That was the 7 locks on the head of Samson, which represent Abba Yahuwah himself. They shave it off. They remove Abba Yahuwah from the seat. They remove Abba Yahuwah from the seat. They remove it from the tabernacle. They remove it from the throne. And the serpent now fold himself over there. To shave off his 7 locks of his head. And she began to afflict him. And strength went from him. And she said, the Philistine, 29, the Philistine be upon thee, Samson. And he woke up of his sleep and said, I will go out as other times before. And she, excuse me, and shake myself. And he knoweth not that Yahweh was departed from him. And the Philistine took him and put out his eyes. They pluck out the red eyes, the pineal gland. They root it out. They root it out already spiritually and physically. We not see they not did it to the physical one. And put out his eyes and brought him down to Gaza and bind him with fetters of brass. And he did grind in the prison house. It will afflict you for eternity. This is the 3rd letter of this word called head. When serpent become your head, this is what it's going to do for you. We see that of Abba Yahuwah already. We are looking into now that of the serpent. If you let serpent sit on your head, he brought about death. You knew that already. Now what did the letter D go for? We are doing it, touching it before we go to the point 2. What did letter D go for? It simply go for destruction. Destruction, death. Yes, death, destruction. Let's go into that. John 10:10. We only have one scripture for the sake of other points. John 10:10. I read, "For the thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy." Okay, I stop over there. I'm after what did he come to do? Now, what did he come to do? To steal from you the knowledge of salvation, to steal from you the understanding of who Abba Yehovah is, and to destroy you eternally and put you in the lake of fire. When he becomes your head, this is the fully loaded destruction he bestowed on your head. Like he did with the first woman, he brought about death, destruction. He came to see. We see how he sneaked in. We see how he twisted the royal law. And we see how he rationalized it. And we see how he promised the woman that God had, the Elohim had, to rule over the men. We see it over there. And that brought about destruction. All these four categories from the head, when Satan becomes your head, we found it right in Genesis 3. He brought in hell. Right away, it disappeared. He brought in what? And bitterness. Okay? He brought in affliction. All right. He brought in destruction. Of course, he was dead. The day you will touch of that thing, you will die. That tree of knowledge of good and evil, it is death. So we proceed to point two. Point two, devil was once high priest of praise and our covering. That was once his office. Okay? Ezekiel 28:11 to 19. Isaiah 14:9 to 27. Okay, let's quickly go into that. Okay, here I am, Ezekiel 28:12. Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus. We are going to see who is the king of Tyrus. And say unto him, Thus saith Yehovah Elohim, thou slept up the sons of the son full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. Here, who was in king of Tyrus? Should I finish reading? Okay, let me read some certain place. No, okay. There he's talking to king of Tyrus, okay? He is speaking to king of Tyrus. Who was king of Tyrus? King of Tyrus was just a man, okay? But Abba Yehovah is speaking to the unseen man inside of him. He is speaking to the head of the king of Tyrus. He is speaking to the serpent, to the devil inside of him, because the head of the king of Tyrus was the devil himself, because that was once his office. High priest of praise and our once covering. That was his duty. The cherubims to cover the mercy seat. That was once office of Satan. Satan was at the left hand side, while Yehoshua was at the right hand side. He fell. Maybe Angel Gabriel took over that place now, or the Ruach HaKodesh himself. I think so. But the Ruach HaKodesh is the highest order angel authority in heaven that cover Yahuwah's head. Okay, maybe another archangel is going to take over that place, or the Ruach HaKodesh himself, or Gabriel, because he's still in his presence. I think so. One of these two. You see, now king of Tyrus, his head was the devil and serpent. And Abba Yawana speak to the unseen man, because we know king of Tyrus was never nowhere in Eden's garden. I think I have to read it first of all, so that you know the king of Tyrus. The head of king of Tyrus was the devil himself. Now 13. Thou hast been in Eden, okay, the guardian of Yehovah. Every precious stone was thy covering. You see now? And the sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl and the onyx, and the jasper and the sapphire, and the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold, and workmanship of thy tabrets and of the pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou was created. Thou hast the anointed cherubim, that banner that's supposed to cover you and me. No, let me clear that part of king of Tyrus. You know, Messiah, while he was in the midst of his disciple, he said something to Peter. Apostle Kepha, Peter. Wow, who was he speaking to? When Messiah said he's going to cross, and Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. And Messiah said unto him, Get behind me, Satan. Because Satan was trying to lure himself to be the head of Peter. The Messiah now rebuked him. It speaks to Satan that was trying to sit on the head of Peter to become his head. In our rebuke because I have to go to the cross. So right now, here I am. Ezekiel 29, I want to show you another mind-boggling. 29 verses 3. Abba Yahweh is speaking. Speak and say, and it says, speak and say, thus saith Yahweh Elohim, behold, I am against thee, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great dragon, that light in the midst of his water, his rivers, which hath said, my river is my own, and I have made it for myself. He said that great what? Dragon. You see the head of Pharaoh? He was the great dragon. He was the great dragon. After you're going to speak to the dragon, which is the serpent. That was the authority. If you read Exodus chapter 12, you're going to see over there. He said, I'm going to bring judgment upon the gods of Pharaoh. And that is the dragon. He brought judgment upon it, destroyed the gods, and it destroyed his worshippers. Okay? So I just want to quickly prove something to you that the king of Taurus, it makes serpent or the devil his head. Okay? Just like Satan wanted to also make Peter, wanted to be the head of Peter. And Messiah now speak to the serpent, to the Satan direct. Say, get behind me, Satan. Okay? Now I read 14. Ezekiel 28:14. Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of Yahuwah. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. The stones of fire over there, it is the seraphims. They are the fire. They are the blessed one. They are the burning ones. In other words, seraphim fell, of course. The serpent was a seraphim, fallen seraphim, that's supposed to banner over Yahuwah's feet also here on earth, because the earth is the footstool of Abba Yahuwah, and the serpent needs to banner over Abba Yahuwah's feet as well, because serpent banner over his head, which is the seraphims, the highest other angel in heaven. They banner over Yahuwah's head in heaven. And the seraphims here on earth supposed to banner over Yahuwah's feet as well on earth, but they fell from glory. They are the stones of fire that was in this garden. Okay, thou was perfect in thy ways from the day that thou were created. Till iniquity was found in thee. We are going to see that iniquity right now in Yeshayahu 14. By the multitude of thy merchandise and merchandise, they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast a sin. Therefore I will cast thee as profane out of the mountain of Yahuwah. I will destroy thee, O covered cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. Thy heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by the reason of thy brightness. You see, was the one to illuminate the whole world. It was supposed to be the light of the world. I will cast thee to the ground. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. Thou hast defied thy sanctuaries. You see how they defy themselves. They defy, the first man, the first one. Thou hast defied thy sanctuaries by the multitude of thy iniquities, by the iniquity of thy traffic. Therefore will I bring forth a fire from the midst of thee. It shall devour thee, and I will bring thee to ash upon the earth in the sight of them that behold thee. Okay, so I stop over there. So now let's go to Yeshayahu. Let's see the iniquity that was found in him. Yeshayahu 14, I take it from 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahuwah. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. What did he say over here? He said, I'm going to exalt my throne above the stars of Yahuwah, above that of Yahuwah. And he did it. How did he do it these days? Messiah says coming like the days of Noah, isn't it? In the days of Noah, what was going on? Devil now begin to intermarry with the human beings. Okay? They now begin to bring forth children that is called giants. Okay? That the children of the serpent have filled the whole world. Only 8 people were saved. We simply represent the new beginning. Abba Yahweh begins with 8 again. Okay? So this is how he did it. He filled the whole earth. He exalted his own children above that of Yahuwah. That is, his children is so many. above that of Yahuwah. That is iniquity. The people that practice iniquity, there are so many above that practice righteousness. He says he's going to exalt his own throne, the throne of iniquity, above that of Yahuwah. He's going to exalt, he's going to taught iniquity, he's going to teach his children iniquity to blaspheme Yahuwah, to abolish the royal law, to break the royal law. He's going to teach his own people. We see how he gave it such part over almost by birth, concerning it's over 3 billion. They don't keep the royal law. They said Jesus abolished it. Yes, he said I'm going to exalt my own above that of Yahuwah. Okay, what did Satan do? Excuse me, the devil did. Devil was one first cherubim, which as we just read. He took that very image, he took that very glory, that very office Abba Yahuwah once ordained for him. He now masked it up in wickedness, in iniquity. He's still doing it today. That very title, that very office Abba Yahuwah once bestowed on him, he's still doing it right today. He's still Calvary, of course. He's still being called a Messiah. He's still being called the light of the world. Of course, he's still doing it today in the Christendom. And Islam is his last bus stop. He will do it in Islam. He's going to cover, because Islam said Jesus is coming with Mahdi to cover the whole world to be Islam. Okay? And he will do it because the royal law says so. Not because Islam said it, but I believe it because the royal law says so. Half of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, this testimony has already been established. We knew that, okay? So he's still doing it. So let's proceed. Jesus. What kind of man is Jesus? This is the kind of man Jesus is, okay? It is the origin of serpent. They are together doing this wickedness to you, sitting on your head. Now let's also see the side of the serpent. We are seeing the side of the cherubim. It was once, Calvary angel, high priest of praise. Okay, you see, in the place I just read, Ezekiel 28, devil, Abba Yahuwah built all kinds of instrumentalists of praise inside of him. That when he opened his mouth, keyboard will come out. When he opened his mouth, band with drums will come out. Every single instrumentalist of praises you ever knew on earth was being built on Satan. This was one his office, high priest of praise. And so that is the Christians that they are calling choir master. Every single thing, every instrument of praises you once knew, or you have knew, is being built in this one being, which is called Satan. Okay, by then was called cherubim, halo, bright morning star, okay. So it was once high prince of, but our tribe took over that seat already. That one I know. The tribe of Yahudim. That is why that title was being given unto that name. Abba Yahuwah gave us that name. Yahudim, meaning worshiper of Yahuwah. So our tribe took over that place now. The royal tribe. We took over that place. Okay. So now let's see that of the serpent. Okay. We are still on point 1. Okay. And serpent once the high priest that cover Yahuwah's head. In heaven, the seraphims in heaven banners over Yahuwah's head. And we see from the royal law said the earth is Abba Yahuwah's footstool. Therefore, the serpent that was in the Eden's garden, which was when that was why he said, I will cast thee out of the mountains of fire. They were the burning ones, they are blazed ones. Seraphim simply mean they are blazed one, okay? And when you take it in singular, it simply means fiery flying serpent. Let me not talk, we will read it, okay? So, the one in Eden's garden here on earth is supposed to banner again over Yahuwah's feet. Okay? So this is the duty of the serpent. It is the DNA of Abba Yahuwah. It is the strength of Abba Yahuwah. We see that from the Ruach HaKodesh. It is the power of conception. Okay? So, it is the very strength of Abba Yahuwah. The serpent, the seraphims. The banner, they are his head. They are the highest ranking angel in heaven. Okay, now, Isaiah chapter 6, I read it already. Numbers 21, 4-9. Revelation 12, 9. Let's quick read this one. Let me take it again, just verses 2. Yeshayahu chapter 6, verses 2. Above it stood the seraphims. Above, okay, let me take it from 1. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also Jehovah sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. In other words, it's a wedding garment. Deeper life. They don't know you are from the pit of hell. They don't wear. They said there is a sin. Wedding garment. That is the train of Abba Yehovah garment is the threshing floor in the whole heaven. He said, fill the whole temple. Is the threshing floor. Now verses 2. After he has saw, then you want to see what banner over Yehovah's head now. Above it, above the throne, still the seraphims. Each one has 6 wings. I read it already. Each one has 6 wings. Okay, I read it already. Okay. Above the throne of Abba Yehovah, still over there, the seraphims. Seraphim simply means the burning one, the ablaze ones. In singular, it simply means seraphs. And seraphs, what does that mean? A flying serpent or fiery flying serpent. Let me prove it to you. Numbers 21, I take it from 4. And they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way, Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom. And the source of the people was much discouraged because of the way. And the people spake against Yahuwah and against Moshe. Wherefore have ye brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water. Our soul longeth this like bread. Longeth this like bread. Okay. 6. And Yahuwah sent, listen now. This here is what I want to pray. I will have just taken from 6. And Yahuwah sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bite the people, and much people of Israel died. You see, he sent a fiery flying serpent. In Hebrew, seraph simply means fiery flying serpent. They are the highest order of authority in heaven. Okay? In plural, it means seraphim, meaning they are blessed one. Revelation 12:9. And the great dragon, because he migrated already from serpent now to dragon, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. You see, called the devil and Satan, because they are together in one body now. They are one family, in one tree. Which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Okay, you see, I want to read where he drew this star. Where is it? He flew them to the earth because he is the highest order of all angels. Okay, here I am now. 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. After that of Yahuwah, another one. This is where they said they want to make themselves like the Most High. And behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. Okay? Because he's the highest order of all angels. He did it, the overthrowing. To overthrow Abba Yehovah, he did it. The dragon, the serpent, the fiery flying serpent, the seraphim, the highest order of all angels. He did it. The very head of Abba Yehovah. He is the head of Abba Yehovah. He's supposed to banner over his feet. He did it. Okay, he did the overthrowing, not Satan. Satan is too small to do that. But the highest order of all angels. If this highest order of all angels don't conjoin with Satan, Satan will not prevail, because Satan is just a covering cherubim. It's less. This one is the highest order. As this one conjoined with Satan, that was why they did try to fight against Yehovah. But they lost. Okay, we are still on point 1. Oh no, on 2, excuse me, we are on point 2. Okay, after their falling, they gave this glory, authority to the woman. The authority, to the woman, the authority of feminism. First covering, to cover themselves. Genesis 3:7. Jubilee 3:17 to 32. Isaiah 41. First Kings 21, and where is it again? Isaiah 3:12. We see immediately when he opened, because he sit already on the third eye of this woman. He's already walking with the third eye. So now what happened? Their eyes was open. In the verses 7, Genesis 3:7. And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig trees leaves together and made themselves aprons. You see now? They now cover up themselves. First covering. And the first covering, it is Satan, it is the dragon himself. He becomes their head because he gave them that teaching how you should cover yourself by yourself. Don't remain under the covering of Abel Yahuwah, but do it this way. Here I am, Jubilees chapter 3, 17 to 22 or so. Yeah. And after the completion of 7 years, which he had completed there, even 7 years exactly. And in the second month, on the 70th day of the month, the serpent came and approached the woman. And the serpent said to the woman, Hath Jehovah commanded you, saying, Ye shall not eat of any tree of the garden? And she said to him, Of all the fruits of the trees of the garden, Jehovah hath said unto us, Eat. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Jehovah hath said unto us, Ye shall not eat thereof, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for Jehovah hath known that on that day ye shall eat thereof, your eyes will be opened, and ye shall be as Jehovah, and ye shall were no good and evil. And the woman saw that the tree and that it was agreeable and pleasant to the eyes and the eye, and that its fruit was good for food. And she took thereof and ate. And when she had first eaten, covered her shame with a fig tree, she gave thereof to Adam, and he ate. You see, immediately the woman ate, she was naked. First of all, the teaching was given to the woman, and she covered her nakedness. After she did cover her nakedness, before she now approached her husband, we knew what this is also, of course. We knew it was sex, okay? It was sex. Because the serpent was the one who had sex with the man, okay? But he now came, masquerading himself as the woman. That Adam now began to see serpent, as devil, because all 3 deities that fell from glory, they were all in Eden's garden. That was what Yahweh said until they were already on earth. That was what Yahweh said to Adam, walk the Eden's garden and keep it. Keep it. Don't allow, just keep it, walk it and keep it. So his job is to chase away all this unclean spirit for them not to come into the garden of Eden. But however, he missed it. They now still approached and they came in. Okay? They came in and they robbed him, because the devil coming up but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Now, when devil want to have sex, is the same sex today is the homosexuality. When he want to have sex with a woman, with a man Adam, he now masquerade himself now as the woman. Immediately the woman saw that she was naked. A teaching was given to her by the serpent. She covered herself. Immediately she have covered herself. Therefore, she now also, teach her husband that he should go for it. This thing is very sweet, okay? Go for it. She brought the teachings. Okay, so this is the teaching he gave, the glory he gave to the woman, to use serpentine authority over the man. And that was why the man also fell from glory. And we'll see how the first woman ruled over the man. But however, Yahweh also still changed it and said the man is to rule over the woman, not the woman. But this glory today is still on earth. We found in the Christian here Isaiah 3:12. For as my people, children are their oppressors, and we may rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path. Woman leading you, it is to destroy your way. When the first woman lead the man, when serpent become her head, and she not take over the lead of the family, she destroyed the man. Okay, she brought disaster upon the man. And that's why about your wife says, also say over here, he said, oh my people, woman is ruling over you. She's leading you now. and destroying your path. Yes, serpent gave her that authority. Here is serpent's authority over these women. Isaiah 4 again, verses 1. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by your name to take away our reproach. You see, this job is the job of man. In Genesis 3, Abraham said, You are going to work to take care of the family. That was the punishment of the man. You need to work to care for the family. You need to work. Yeah, you will eat. You and your family will eat with the sweat of your face. It is the punishment from Abba Yahuwah. I will see here because devil becomes the head of this woman, serpent sleep on their head like he did with the first woman. What did he do? He now said that the men shouldn't do that. That they, the women, is the one to care, to buy their apparel, to feed themselves, to take care of the man. What do they need only from the man? The authority of his slave. Because these women want to operate. These women, they are not operating. This feminism, they are not operating without men, but they are operating under men. Okay? But they are operating under men. They will turn that man into a woman and they themselves become man. Because it is the authority the serpent gave to them. Rather, they not become the head of the man. The man is not the body. And we see this wickedness is the Christian ordaining a woman. I see one useless one here. They ordain her a deaconess. Not her husband being a deacon, no. But herself, she's been a deaconess. So the water now, the anointing is going to spread from the body to the head. That is why Satan saw the whole thing upside down. Now, when a woman becomes your head, automatically serpent is your head because is the other way around now. This is what they are doing to you. And it came to pass, 1 Kings 21. And it came to pass, it's talking about Ahab. Let me go straight to where the wife now woke him up. What are you doing? Okay, I read from where the wife take the lead. Now, verses 5. But Jezebel, his wife, came to him and said unto him, Why is thy spirit so sad, that thou eatest no bread? And he said unto her, Because I spake unto Naboth, the Jezreelites, and said unto him, Give me thy vineyard for money, or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. He answered, I will not give thee my vineyard. And Jezebel his wife said unto him, Doest thou now govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise and eat bread, and let thy heart be merry. I will give thee the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite. You see, I will give, and she did it. And she wrote a letter in the names of Ahab. You see, this feminism, classic one, they don't do it without a man's name. They are under a man, but using the authority of the serpent to turn that man into a baby or a woman, they themselves will not take the lead of a man. And she wrote a letter in Ahab's name and sealed them with his seal. And set the letter unto the elders and to the nobles that were in the city dwelling with Naboth. She wrote in this letter saying, Proclaim a fast, you see. And it said, Proclaim a fast. Okay, and set Naboth on her and stone him to death. And they did kill Naboth. Okay, Naboth, they did kill him. Okay, so this is how the feminism, this is the power of feminism in a marital home. That the man will not become a woman rapper, and the woman will not become the head. Yes, it is the serpent authority, woman rule over you. Exactly what the first woman did right in Genesis 3. He brought out that teaches of self-covering, fake covering, which is the symbolism today. It is the weevil. The nonsense weevil you are putting on your head, it is the fake covering. That is serpent himself sitting on your head, because that is his authority, fake covering. It means fake covering, not real. Okay? Here we are now, point 3. Any high priest that do unauthorized sacrifice gets killed by Abba Yahuwah. Revelation 21 to 3, 10 to 15. 1 Samuel 22 to 36. 1 Samuel 4 again. So let's see. Any a high priest that do anyhow as he want, he got killed by Abba Yahuwah. Because the dragon is about to go to his destruction now. Revelation 21. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand, and he lay hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, they are all together, okay, and bind him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and set him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be released a season. Okay, now 10. Here is the final death, because he will be killed already. He faced the first death already. Now he is headed to the second death, which is the final one. And the devil, listen now, and the devil that deceiveth them, that is the covering cherub, was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they will be tormented day and night forever and ever. They got killed. The once high priest of praise and covering, he got killed. The one high priest that covered Abba Yehowa's head, the seraphims, he got killed. Let's take a lesson now from the early ones. Here I am, 1 Samuel 1:22. Now Eli was very old, and heard all that his son did unto all Israel, and how they lay with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he said unto them, Why do ye such things? For I hear of your evil dealings by all these people. Okay, now, okay, let me show you the judgment. 31. Behold, the days cometh, is Abba Yehowa speaking, that I will cut off thy arm and the arm of thy father's house, that there shall not be an old man in thy house, and thou shalt see an enemy in my habitation, in all the wealth which Yehovah shall give Israel, and shall not be an old man in thy house forever. The man of thy whom shall not cut off from my altar shall be to consume thy eyes, and to grieve thy heart, and the increase of thy house shall die in the flower of their age. This cause because the two sons of Eli, the high prince, that we are doing wickedness, fornicating, doing all kinds of wickedness in the temple of Abba Yehowa. And that was what Abba Yehowa said. There is not going to be anyone old in your family. They are going to be die or terminate death. So we are going to see what he did to the two sons of Eli. Here I am, 1 Samuel. We are still in 1 Samuel, chapter 4, I read verses 14. This is how he killed them. And when Eli heard the noise of the cry, he said, What meaneth the noise of this tumult? Yeah. And the man came in hastily and told Eli. Now Eli was 98 years old, and his eyes were dimmed, that he could not see. And the man said unto Eli, I am he that came out of the army, and I fled today out of the army. And I fled today out of the army. And he said, What is there done, my son? What is there done, my son? And the messenger answered unto said, Yezreel is fled before the Philistines, and there hath been also a great slaughtering among the people, and thy two sons, Phinehas and Phinehas, are dead, and the ark of Yehovah is taken. You see, his two sons, they were high priests, okay? Because they do unauthorized sacrifice, Abba Yehowa got them killed. Because they do as they like in the altar, which we are the temple of Yehovah, the leader of people. They are the ones that are supposed to lead Israel. They now begin to lead Israel into wickedness, to commit fornication, and doing all kinds of wickedness with them. Therefore, they now got killed by Abba Yehowa. We see the dragon and the devil, how he killed them. We see also here. Let's see some more. Any self-ordained high priest. We are still on point 3. Any self-ordained high priest got killed by Abba Yehowa. is removing those things, those shakeable things is removing it. Right now, Leviticus 10, 1 to 2. Let's go into that. Here I am, Leviticus 10, 1 to 2. Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, took either of them his censers, and put fire therein, and put incense thereon, and offered a strange fire before Yahuwah, which he commanded them not. And there went out fire from Yahuwah and devoured them, and they died before Yahuwah. When you do unauthorized sacrifices, he will kill you. We see that? Okay, now let's see the people that is about to die now, because they are offering a strange fire in the temple of Yahuwah, bringing serpent to be your head, enslaving people. You are going to be killed, okay? The same with the Christendom. You are not a Levite. You did not come from the family of Levi. Your tribe is not Levite. Levite holds the priesthood. Abba Yahuwah said, it said for a perpetual covenant. It is their office. And Levi is the one to take tithes. And tithes, yeah, they are the one due to take tithes. Christendom, you were never ever ordained to be taking tithe as the high priest. When you read Malachi chapter 2, chapter 3, that is what it's all about. The tithe needs to be given to the Levites, and Levites needs to bring that tithe 1/10 into the house of Yahuwah for the sake of the poor and the widow to have food to eat. But the high priest of those days, the Levi family, the Levi family, they were not doing it. Okay, that was what Abba Yahuwah said. Oh priest, this commandment, it is for you. When you read Malachi chapter 2, you are going to see over there. He said, oh priest, this commandment, it is for you. Okay, so Christian, you are not a Levite. You don't have no right to be taking tithe, even though tithe is not money. You were never ever ordained to be taking tithe, not at all. Boy, you now ordain yourself a Levite to be taking tithe every month from the people. Therefore, you are going to be get killed by Abba Yahuwah, because you are offering a strange fire in the midst of his people. You are offering unauthorized sacrifice before Abba Yahuwah. Therefore, you are going to be get killed. He will kill you. You see the one I'll be reading, because that is serpent become your head. As you allow serpent to be your head now, therefore you are turning the royal law, the system, the structures of the family royal law, you are turning it upside down. That is why you are going. He is going to use Islam, of course, to do that. You will get killed. Okay, just as he killed, you see, the two sons of Aaron. Even though he ordained them to be priests, but he never ordained them to be high priests, to be burning sacrifices, incense. No, he never made them for that, okay? Even the high priest, you see, he said you shouldn't come to the holiest of holies at all time. No, once in a year you need to go there. Not every day. Tithing is once in 3 years. Once in 3 years we do tithe. Okay? And the other 3 years we tithe. In the 7th year we don't tithe, because it is the sabbatical year, a year of rest. Let me quote the scriptures. This is what tithe is all about. You cannot just wake up one day and say you want to become the king of Saudi Arabia. No, if you are not born into that family of king of Saudi Arabia, a kingly head, you don't have the right to become the Saudi Arabia king. No. You can't just wake up one day and say you want to become the Oba of Benin. No, if you are not be born into that family, you will never do that. The same with the Levi family. The Levi family is the holiest of holiest. They are the high priest to walk in you, in the altar. You can't just wake up one day, you Gentile, you pork eating, and say you are now the family of Levi, and to be taking tithe from people. Even though tithe is once in 3 years, you are doing just once in every month. Even though tithe is never no way money, and you are turning into money making today. But let's see what true biblical tithe is all about. Now here I am, Deborah 14:22-24, the one you call Deuteronomy. Okay, I read now. Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seeds that thou feed bring forth year by year, and thou shalt eat before Yahuwah thy Elohim in the place which Yahuwah shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of thy corn, and of thy wine, and of thy oil, and of thy firstlings of the heads, and of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear Yahuwah thy Elohim always. And if thou wait too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it off, the place be too far from thee, which Yahuwah thy Elohim shall choose to set his name there, when Yahuwah thy Elohim hath blessed thee, then shalt thou turn it into money. You can sell it now, because first it was all these animal, fruits, whatever, anything come from plants, animal and yes, animal include. Okay, he said, then shalt thou turn it into money, and build up and bind up the money in thy hand, and shalt go into the place which Yahuwah thy Elohim shall choose, and thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thou so lusteth after, for ox, or for sheep, or for wine, or for this strong drink. I know it is a wrong translation. That is never been done, because we are being warned. Even the high priest say, if you take any day, you will take any fermented drink, he will kill you also. You don't do things like that. So for me, I know here is error of translation. That is never been done. Okay, for whatsoever thy soul desireth, and thou shalt eat there before Yahuwah thy Elohim, thou shalt rejoice there, thou and thy household, and the Levite that is within thy gate, thou shalt not forsake them, for he had no part for inheritance with thee. At the end of the 3 years thou shalt bring forth of the tithe of thine increase the same year, and shalt lay it upon within thy gate. And the Levite, because he had no part nor inheritance with thee, and the strangers, and the fatherless, and the widow which are within thy gate, shall come and shall eat and be sanctified, that Yahuwah thy Elohim may bless thee in all thy work of thy hands, which thou doest. Do you see what tithe for? Do you see what tithe for? The Levites, tithe belongs unto them, because they don't have no property. Christianity, your pastor, you are taking tithe every month to buy for private jet. The inheritance of the Levites, it is Yahuwah himself. They don't have nothing, absolutely. They don't look for any wealth. They don't have no any wealth. Only Yahuwah was their wealth. Okay? No house, no property. But Christianity, your pastor will take tithe and begin to gather it and buy for private jets. Okay? Build big houses. That is how you will be killed. Your end is almost come. Because separate is your head, you need to go for that. Okay? Do you see what tithe is? Tithe, I need to eat my tithe from first year, second year, the third year I give it to the Levite. Fourth year I will eat it, fifth year I will eat it, and the sixth year I will give it to the Levite. The seventh year I don't tithe at all, because it is the year of rest. Okay, it is the sabbatical year. We don't no farm. You can read Leviticus 25. You will see it over there. No work at all. Now, tithe is for me. 1 year is a whole 2 years for me. Well, why 1 year is for the Levite? Because they don't have anything to. They don't have nothing of their own. This is how we sustain them. But you Christian don't act as a Levite, eating the tithe every month, buy for private jet. That is why you will rust in the hottest place in the eternal lake of fire, because you are made full of Abba Yahuwah rules and regulations. So this is the end of point 3. We are going to point 4 right away, the very end of all. Point 4 goes like this: Trinity on the head of a man or a woman. 1 Corinthians 1, 6-16, Genesis 28, 10-22. Now I read 1 Corinthians chapter 3, 11 verses 3, I mean to say. But I will have you know that the head of every man, it is Mashiach, And the head of every woman, it is the man. And the head of Messiah, it is Yehovah. So right now, Trinity upon every woman or man's head, like the male. Who is the Abba Yehovah's head? It is the Ruach HaKodesh. And Abba Yehovah and Yahushua. This three glory is on every head of a man. And who's the Trinity in the head of a woman? Okay, now, a woman, you cannot get the Ruach HaKodesh on your own. Okay? If you are a married woman, the anointing from the Ruach HaKodesh spread down to you from your husband. Everything will be given to you through your husband. Okay? But if you are not a married woman, therefore, Yahushua himself, it is your head. Therefore, you still get three men. Okay? Because we also see unmarried women, of course, their head is Trinity or gay on their head. Now, a married woman, your husband is your head, King Yahushua is your head, and Abba Yehovah is your head. The Ruach HaKodesh is in your husband. From your husband, you type from the anointing, because it's the anointing that breaks the yoke, sir. This is how it works. This is the spiritual. This is spiritual authority. You get the Ruach HaKodesh through your husband. You get the authority, the power through your husband. You don't pass by nowhere but behind your husband and get the Ruach HaKodesh on your own. Being under a husband, no. That is why Christianity, they are really in the state of uncleanness. They are really demonized. Separate has really become their head. That is why they will ordain a woman, anoint a woman, a deaconess over her husband. That is the separate authority. Right in Genesis 3, that is separate sits right away in your third eye. See Bishop from the pit of hell. See Demas as an angel. See the link of fire as evil. That is what we are seeing in the Christian. When you read down a bit, it said woman should have power over her head. That is, woman should get married, because when man is over your head, that is the power over your head. That is the authority over your head. However, not this tight head of this mad people, deeper life. No, our own hair is our covering. He's talking about spiritual authority. He's talking about Abba Yehovah being your head. We see the chains of order of authority. That is what Apostle Shaul is talking about. Deeper life today, they are tying their hair with the hair tie. That is the serpent again. Here I am, Genesis 28, I read from 10. And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went towards Aram, and he lighted upon a certain place and tarried there all night, because the sun was setting. And he took off the stones of that place and put them for his pillows, and he lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to the heaven. And behold, the angel of Yehovah ascended and descended on it. Okay, who was on top of the ladder? Okay, let me read it. And behold, Yehovah stood above it and said, I am Yehovah Elohim of Abraham, thy father. Okay, who stood above it? It is Yehovah. Trinity on a man's head and a woman's head. Depends on the power that sits over you. If it is demon has Trinity, the dragon, which is the serpent, the fallen seraphim, the cherub, which is the devil, the fairy cherubims, and the archangels, which is the demon, the fallen archangel, which are demons today, the Azazel groups. Okay, so this is how our head is fully loaded, whether with the Trinity of Abba Yehovah or that of the devil, or serpent himself sits on your third eye. So people, this is the mystery of head. Abba Yehovah, bless your holy mighty name, for you are awesome. Stay until next week. We are going to unveil the mystery of end. E-N-D. It is powerful. Abba Yehovah, Iborobo Sekeya. Abba Yehovah, Himoshantala Buyeke Yeke. Abba Yehovah, Igorobo Skarabo. Abba Yehovah, Himba Santa Labu Yenderebo. Family, stay tuned. I bless you, Father Yehovah, for your divine words. So this is the mystery of our head. Next week, we are also going to see the mystery of end, taking it alphabet by alphabet. So depends now whose glory is on your head. Depends now who sits on your head. Shalom, people. You hear from me next week, Shabbat.